Hey wedding filmmakers, one of the videos on this channel that still performs well to this day is all about the best way to take payments as a wedding filmmaker, or really any creative in this industry. But here's the thing, that video was released in 2015, that is 6 years ago, and a lot has changed. So I thought it was high time that we gave you guys an update on the best ways to accept payments from clients, as well as telling you our exact payment terms at the end of this video. So if you're just starting out, you may be accepting cash under the table or taking whatever which way a client wants to pay you. You may have no set payment schedule, taking some payments before the wedding, some payments after delivery, and bending to whatever your customers want. And that is okay. You cannot change the past, and we understand that, but it's time to make the right moves going forward when it comes to accepting payments for your wedding films. So I'm gonna go over 3 categories of great payment options, which I'm calling Standalone, Accounting, and CRM, or Customer Relationship Management, which is the one that I personally recommend. Before anything though, it's important to remember that every business is unique, and you need to find the balance between the best rates and what fits your needs and works for your business. Also, some of these platforms offer more than just payment processing, which could be a great benefit to your business. And lastly, it's important to have your business set up correctly and legally, as some of these options will require an EIN or tax ID, business documents, or other things. Let's start first with the standalone payment processors. These are platforms that are really only built for accepting payments without offering anything else to you, the business owner. These can be great if you need something quick and easy to set up, you aren't doing too much work and want to be smart about spending any money, or perhaps you have your bases covered already with what the other options might offer, and you don't need anything more than a way to accept payments. The first option I want to point out in this category is PayPal, as that was the recommended option of that video from 2015, and it certainly still works. You can send out invoices, you can accept payments from someone's bank account, PayPal account, which lots of people have, or even from a credit card. It'll cost you a 2.9% transaction fee and 30 cents per transaction, which is relatively in line, if not slightly higher than other options. But you also get the benefit of really anyone being able to use this easily, since so many people are familiar with it. Other options that fall in the standalone category that might be worth checking out are Venmo Business. Yes, Venmo does have a business side, and this is not normal Venmo. Normal Venmo is not for business transactions, and it actually goes against their terms of service. Venmo Business, however, is new and cheap at 1.9% plus 10 cents per transaction, but I do wonder if those rates will creep up as time goes on. And you can also use something like Square or Stripe in this category, among others. The next category is what I've called accounting, and that's because in addition to the ability to accept payments, they offer an accounting software side of things which all integrates together. This can be a great option if you don't have accounting software set up, or maybe you're already using one of these or familiar with them, and you can now seamlessly integrate your payments into your accounting software. You can do all of the same things as you can do with the standalone payment processors, plus more, and 2 examples of this are Quickbooks and Freshbooks. Quickbooks charges a 2.9% processing fee for credit cards or 1% for ACH bank transfers, with a maximum of $10 on those. Freshbooks is the same, except the ACH maximum is $40, and these will both also come with a monthly subscription fee. But these accounting options give you some great data to dive into and keep everything super organized for you whenever you need to look into something specific, or especially when tax season comes around. And last but not least is the CRM options, customer relationship management tools, and there are a handful that you see being recommended, like Honeybook, Dubsado, 17 Hats, Tave, and more. These give you everything mentioned in the 2 previous categories, plus a lot more in my opinion. I personally use Dubsado, and I know Jason and Jared use Honeybook, and we all get so much out of these programs. In fact, my entire client experience revolves around this platform, from initial response templates, automated follow-up emails, contracts, payments, reminders, and things that I send out to each couple as their day approaches. To put it simply, a CRM is an all-in-one platform for running your business, and it saves me so much time. But we're gonna have a separate video on why you should be using a CRM, so instead let's dive into the payment side. Now in Dubsado, you'll pay 2.9% for credit card transactions, and for ACH, and I love this, You're only paying 1% up to a maximum of $5. Honeybook is slightly more, but all CRM software platforms are generally in the same range, and all will have a monthly or annual cost as well. We've put some links down below in the description to our favorite CRM platforms, so feel free to check those out if you want. Now, I have to acknowledge that checks are still cheapest because there is no fee, and I certainly still accept checks, but honestly, my life has been made so much easier not having to worry about dealing with anything physical when taking payments, and we are moving further and further into a cashless and checkless digital world where most clients prefer to pay this way too. Now, at the beginning of this video, I promised I would share my exact payment terms, so I want to make sure to do that, and it's really simple, and I recommend you do the same. First off, in addition to a signed contract, you're going to require a retainer. This locks you in for the date, and it serves towards your cash flow, but also guarantees that you'll be there and pays you for your time put in should the booking drop. Now, I do 20%, but anything from 20 to 50% is kind of the sweet spot, and that depends on what you need cash flow wise for your business. But you do want to make sure that this retainer fee is large enough that should a booking cancel, you are still making something, and also that it's large enough to encourage someone not to cancel. Then I recommend the remaining balance to be due 1 month before the wedding, and I am gracious with this. I don't charge a fee, like a late fee if it's 3 weeks before the event or something like that, but this allows me to not handle anything money related the day of the wedding, because that's not what the day is about. And it also guarantees that I am paid before I spend my time shooting a full day and take on any other expenses such as maybe a second shooter or gear rental or anything else that might be part of my business plan. So there you have it, a deep dive into the best ways to accept payments from clients as a wedding filmmaker, no matter what level of payment processing you need. I know this can be a bit of a dry subject as it is far from creative, but this can be an incredibly important part of running your business. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments and let me know what payment method you are using. As always, check out our weekly podcast, The Wedding Film School Show, our weekly live film review video, which happens every Thursday evening live here on YouTube, as well as our tutorials, gear reviews, and behind the scenes videos here on Wedding Film School. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.